actually seen cows eating it though. Never caught the moment the cows are actually eating all of this hay.
No, I think they break it up.
Oh.
Maybe. Because no cow's going to touch a giant cylinder of hay.
Oh, right.
Probably looks freaky to them.
And they must do it in the middle of the night because I haven't even seen them break it up. They come out with like a plow or something?
Yeah, there's a secret team called Men in Black. And they show up wearing similar t-shirts to what we have on right now. There's all kinds of secret stuff going on these farms and ranches you don't want to know about. You don't want to know about, Ben.
Yeah. Apparently, the breaking up of hay attracts aliens, so you must do it at the dead of night.
That's a little known fact.
Little known fact. They don't know why, but it attracts aliens.
It does, and not just any kind of alien. It's the hay-eating aliens.
Hay-eating aliens. You don't want to mess with those.
No, because seriously. They take a look at the cows, they see how peaceful the cows are. They're like, I'm going to eat what they're eating.
It's the same ones that are doing all the weird mutilations. Have you heard of this? This is one of the most compelling evidence of something fucking weird in our skies. Is these weird mutilations where they'll find a cow that's like missing things. There's no evidence of a quarrel. There's no quarrel. There's no arguments that led to
the cow mutilations, right?
Yeah. But and so it's probably the same ones. They're like, we want to get a taste of what these cows are eating that we're clearly so very interested in. They're just very fascinated. They got it confused. They, for some reason, because of the big factory farms, they figured the cows were the dominant species, and that's who they're investigating.
Right. I don't know where the mutilation part comes in. I mean, it seems like they've already figured out the source of all peaceful energy in the world was just to eat hay.
Right.
We all know that now.
Oh, yeah.
But maybe they have to devour the cow. So I don't know.
I think it's a science experiment. I think that what they should be doing is analyzing the DNA of the cows that have been mutilated, because they're probably special cows. They're probably a cow that it's been abducted as a child, and has had experiments done on it previously, and this is now the conclusion of the experiment, is they've mutilated it in order to gauge the size of its jawbone.
Yeah. Well, we actually saw those bones the other day.
That was so creepy.
Yeah, we saw that and
really
we didn't even stop to think that could have been a mutilation. But the interesting thing is, maybe that meat is toxic in a way, and they love humans so much.
They're saving us from it. Yeah.
But yet it's the tastiest. It's like, maybe it's the grass-fed stuff. I don't know.
Sure.
But they knew that if like we would all need what is it, gastric bypass surgery or something?
Well, you know, it'd be interesting. This just occurred to me. What if we're always assuming there's an irrational explanation for this? they have some use of this, but really they're as tribalistic as our ancestors were. They just have big ships to do it in,
right?
And so they have some weird, like, archaic, practice of stealing the agricultural animals of another species from another world and dissecting them and using those for ceremonies back on their home world.
Hey, I got this is kind of a news flash, but everything is predatory. And you know why? It's built into survival. And now this is the portion that's no longer funny, but but it's if you want to survive, you are going to have to be predatory in some way.
Yeah.
I don't know a way around it. Like, oh, did you see that tribe over there in Kansas?
Right.
They don't care about how long they live, so they're very peaceful.
Right.
And they don't, like...
Well, see, this is my question then. Is it worth the trade-off? Because I feel like people will come to that conclusion and be like, the only way to get by in this world is with blood on your boot heel, and, it's a doggy world. And sometimes I'll look at that and I'll be like, what I give up, like, I'm willing to leave the money on the table. Like, no thank you, actually. Oh, I die earlier, but I get to have a clean conscience and not murder children. I'll take option B then. You go ahead and win. I had this great analogy that I used to use when I was making Metacrisis curriculum. As if it's like you were invited next door to play a neighborhood game of Monopoly with the neighborhood. But for some reason, in this game of Monopoly, in order to win the game of Monopoly, you got to stab the person to your left to death.
Yes.
You'd be like, yeah, no, I'm good. You keep the Monopoly money. I'm not going to stab my neighbor.
You know, Monopoly was supposed to be. It was supposed to be a lesson.
Right, exactly.
I mean, the game was
putting a very fine point on it.
Yeah. I mean, the game was supposed to be a lesson, but instead, just like the movie Wall Street, people are like, "How can I be like those people?
Right.
How can I do that?"
Just like
that movie
American
was supposed.
Psycho.
It was supposed to be a cautionary tale.
Oh yeah, like Fight Club.
Oh, we don't like the caution part of it.
Right. Well, they're just dumb. This is the thing people forget. They make these movies that are like really subtle commentaries on themes that people have never even heard of before, and we expect them to understand the nuances of, you know.
Well, the trailers should be about. We want you to see this movie because we're also capitalists, and that's how we pay for the production of this movie. But at the same time, if you're going to get the message, there should be like prerequisites, like in college. Like, you can't see this movie. You can't see the movie.
IQ test before you get in the theater.
Well, or at least take a couple of courses on how to be a better human.
Sure.
Can I see your prerequisites?
Right.
Dude, I just want my movie ticket. No, this is a different kind of movie.
Right. But everybody gets up in arms when you start talking about this stuff. Like, it reeks of eugenics. Like, yeah, but the moment you've decided that certain ideas are off limits, you're not really living now, are you? You know, what do they say? Careful those you cannot disparage.
Yeah.
For those are the ones that control you. That's not just humans. That's ideas, right? You are now victimized by ideas for which you will not allow yourself to disparage.
Wait, I lost you. I lost you at some point. By the way, Ben is driving a semi-tractor trailer right now, and we're taking pasta sauce to Cheyenne, Wyoming, because Cheyenne needs their pasta and their sauce. I mean, just to give you a little context to the deeper conversation we're having about human predatory behavior and why it continues.
Right. Have you heard of the Law of One?
No.
This is like the raw material. This is like some channeling stuff that happened back in the 60s. It's really extensive, very compelling material. And they supposedly were having conversations with this, extraterrestrial, extra-dimensional being named Ra. Typical shit. And this dude, more or less over the large, material that was born out of this channeling, you get to the conclusion that there's two paths to existence that most everyone falls into. There's the service to self and the service to others. Now, here's the thing, that's not good and evil, like most people might initially think. It's literally just, your mileage may vary, you're going to learn different lessons, you'll eventually come to the same enlightenment, at the end of the path, but they both afford different learning lessons. And so, you'll kind of get the gist of this. I've used this as a lens just for practice, just like, let me try this on for size.
Yeah.
And it seems to fit. Some people deep down, you get a sense that they're really servicing themselves, but I don't like really, one-dimensional views of, oh, that's evil, now this person's a prick, and, let's kill them at all costs. Like, no, like, this is their experience of reality. And I know some people that clearly, deep down, they are operating a service to others, almost to a fault. And so I think you've got service to other spiritual paths, and you got service to self spiritual paths, and they just afford different experiences of reality. Mileage may vary.
Let me back up a second, though, because on the idea of people serving themselves, that is, to use your term, baked into the system. We do serve ourselves. Again, it's a survival instinct. Mm-hmm. And someone make the point that I've actually been in this conversation before, this argument that, that charitable person, that person who's helping other people, they're really just doing it for themselves because it either A, makes them feel good, or B, it's like posturing and other people see them looking good. Now, I prefer the first one, which is like a natural thing. Like, sure, things are going to make you feel good. I would argue that's okay. And if that's built into us so that we do nice things for others and help the world in some way, imagine if that wasn't built into a human being, right?
Everything's
That you
evolving.
felt good about wishing someone a happy birthday.
Right.
If you didn't feel good about that,
Right.
where would we be?
Oh yeah. The moment people are like, this is just the way things are, this is human nature. That's one of the most dangerous words I've ever fucking heard of in my life. This is just the way it is. It's always been this way. This is how beings are. Says who? Says who, you motherfucker? You just swallowed that hook, line, and sinker because some person told you that? Oh, that's brilliant.
Well, it's like
we don't have agency. We're not adaptable. We're not malleable beings.
Yeah, I like that.
Give me a break.
I like that, and I would take it into this somewhat controversial topic, which is there's an argument that, like, people will say, oh, people have always been discriminatory and prejudiced in some way, and it's true. Like, if you go back to prehistory, like, you would see a tribe of people who didn't look quite like your tribe, and maybe they're coming towards you, and yeah, you're going to be concerned. Who are these people? We don't know them. We don't know them yet. But to your point about agency, to this day, we still have elements of that. Look at those people. Look at what they're saying. Look at how they talk. Look at what they're wearing. They're different. But we have the power to correct it and evolve. You know, to say, should I be doing that?
Right. And is it worth the trade-off? I think at the bare minimum, no matter when a person decides to believe and go about their lives, carrying on, doing whatever, it's just acknowledge that, nothing's without its trade-offs. You do this, now you can't do that. You get good at this, now you're bad at this. You have this experience, now you can't have that experience. And so just decide, what's your soul here for? Like, what are you here to experience? What feels fitting for you? Because you're not going to be able to do everything. And there's not really like winning everything, really, because there's always at the expense of something else. So mileage may vary. There's trade-offs everywhere. What seems worthwhile for you at this point in your spiritual development? And just commit to it.
And just remember to, when you see those hay barrels in a truck, those are going to feed the aliens ultimately. So just, pay your respects to the truck driver. It's just part of the system. And now I'm going to get back to writing my letter.
Sounds good.
Okay.